hello. Happy Friday. You've not just got me for Festival Friday this week. You've got 3 absolute crackers.
Got a Jodie sandwich.
But absolutely fantastic specimens of the female race with you today for Festival Friday. I'm dead excited about this Festival Friday because it's my first proper one with guests. So obviously you met Jane, the founder of Girls Out Loud, a couple of weeks ago, whilst I was down having my vulva casting done in Brighton. So again, if you're up for that, you just need to let me know. And do say hello if you're on. I can see a few of you are starting to join us.
If you do get, we were joking. We was having a run together the other week, and we was I was seriously considering having the vulva cast done. But I want to make it a competition. Like, which one's Dani's fanny? I think.
No. Well, we could do that if that's what you want to do. We could absolutely do that. Afternoon, Bev. Hi, Bev.
Hello, Bev.
So yeah. You know, it's a cool thing to do. It really is a cool thing to do. If you've just joined us and you're like, what are these women on about? I'll tell you about it in a bit. So yes, Festival Friday Live. This is your place for all the hot off the press news, all the gossip, all the announcements, all the fantastic offers on the run up to the big event itself, which I think we've just hit the 4 months to go marker this week. Because obviously we're the 17th and 18th of September, and it's been the 17th and 18th of May this week, hasn't it? Becky Wise is on. Good afternoon, Becky. So yes, lots and lots going on. Actually, it's been great this week. Oh, it's filled me cup up this week because the ticket orders have had a really big whoosh this week. I love that when I see all of them pinging in my inbox telling me that more and more brilliant women are coming and taking part. And actually, what's been the extra special bit, the icing on the cake this week, is that a lot of those tickets have also had, I've just got to put this on from Bev. The Dani Fanny comp. That's it. Look, Becky's pissing herself laughing.
Why does it really run well, Kalini Fanny?
We'll find one for you. Whatever your word is, I'm sure somebody calls theirs. You know, because we all have a bit of a name for it. Yeah. Afternoon, Nina. I'm sure we'll find one that matches you, Kalini. We'll put it out to the public anyway. They can come up with something for you. But yeah, the best bit about all of the orders that are coming in for tickets this week is lots of them have got a teenager ticket attached.
Amazing.
Because you know, whilst we're on a mission to get 2,000 amazing people there, we actually would love a good 250 teenage girls. Hello, Alicia. I've not seen you for a while. Nice to see you, lovely.
3 of them are going to be teenagers that belong to me as well. I'm bringing 2 nieces, and my middle one is coming along.
Amazing.
And I can't wait. It's such a great space to bring those young people and let them be amongst that power when, you know, this event is just amazing.
I mean, can you imagine if somebody like our parents had taken us to something like this when we were 12, 13, 14? This is how you show them how it's done.
I went to Royal Agricultural Show on Astley Park in Chorley. I mean, it weren't this kind of education.
I got taken to loads of air shows. My dad used to always say, why have we come to an air show? I mean, there were some nice planes and that, but a few spectacular loop-de-loops. But when all's said and done, never mind. So yeah, I've got 2 fabulous guests with me today, and these guests are here for a reason. What's Nina saying? Oh, you poor love. Well, we've got everybody on the straight and narrow now. We've got everybody on the straight and narrow. So I've invited these 2 fabulous ladies along to join me today. Wonderful Kalini. There she is. Give us a wave, Kalini.
Hello, everyone.
And the lady herself, the Queen Bee Dani, our fabulous Dani Wallace. I love the way she's just like, your nails are looking good today.
I'm feeling good. I got the claws out.
Look, mine are nothing left. I'm holding out to get mine done, ready for our retreat to Santorini in 2 weeks on Tuesday. Sorry,
that's not long away. I'm so jealous.
It's all good.
I'm going to be in Holmfirth that week, the last of the summer wine country, while you're all sunning it in Santorini. You're going to have a great time.
It'll still be fabulous.
It'll be this country, but it'll be Anglesey.
Anglesey is amazing. Ross and I get in Anglesey is one of my favourite places. So yes, these two beauties are playing a massive, massive part of Womanifest. So I wanted them to come on today and tell you what they'll be bringing, because you need to know this stuff. Because I know a lot of you are probably still thinking, what's this all about? What's Womanifest all about? So in case you've been hiding under a rock, it is a festival. Obviously, it's Womanifest. It's a festival of all things female, feminine, and womanly. We are celebrating anything that falls into that realm, which does mean you don't have to be a woman to celebrate that stuff. Okay. Yep. People keep saying to me, oh, a men band, or, you know, if they identify as anything other than a woman, does that mean I'm not allowed to come? Not at all. But, you know, it's kind of important that you're happy to celebrate the female form and some of the things that go along with it. I've said to a few people, you know, you can bring your husband. They're more than welcome. They might be bored out their skull, but we'll put them in a corner with some cider and they'll be fine. You know,
or even like an eye-opening education for them as well, because I think often the dudes of the species don't get the kind of insight that Womanifest offers.
And that's what they say to me. They're like, when are you doing a show for us? And I'm like, well, you can do your own if you want. But if you really want me to do it, I'll do it next time for you. I'm gonna a manifest. We'll just do a manifest.
A manifest.
But yeah. So as I said, celebrating all things female, feminine, womanly. It's a personal development, empowerment, and well-being festival. So it's not Creamfields, although we will be doing some dancing, and you can have a glass of fizz, right?
I'll bring my glow sticks.
You'll bring your glow sticks, yeah. I've actually got us a proper DJ for the Saturday night silent disco. She'll be on in a couple of weeks. She's absolutely epic. So I'll be telling you all about her. So yeah, that's broadly what it is. But these two beauties are both doing a talk on the main stage, and they've got some extra that they're bringing, a bit of extra, you know, bit of extra,
a little bit
to
of
the
spice.
show, because they're going to have some amazing performances that both of them are involved in. So, ladies, I'm actually really interested. Kalini, I'm going to come to you first. You know, why do you want to be a part of Womanifest this year? What's bringing you to it?
Well, I was so excited about the opportunity, obviously, to just share some knowledge and share some tips. And my talk, I'm so excited about, because it's just something passionate to my heart. Do you want to share? Are we sharing what our talks are about now? Are we able to?
Yeah, so this is it, right? Because this show's about the announcement. So big reveal. What's your talk title, and why would people not dare miss it? It
is Power Up Your Parenting Prowess.
Ooh, we love a little
alliteration. Makes me happy.
So it's basically, let's face it, we all, as parents, we all want the best for our kids, but we face so many challenges. We weren't given a rule book when we had the kids. It just, you make it up as you go along. There are so many things that happen, but it can be such an amazing experience. And you know, sometimes there's a tendency to focus on the negative, isn't there?
Yeah.
Inspiring. I want it to be, you know, some of us will have gone through trauma ourselves. Kids are going through trauma, and they've just gone through so much trauma already with lockdown. And this talk is going to be really giving you, you know, we all wear so many hats, don't we? We're the carer, we're the financier, we're the entertainer, we're the, you know, the pick up the pieces when they've got a real bad situation going on, for the problem solver. And I just want us to all think about how that can be actually a pleasurable experience. It can be really empowering, and we can actually look at the positive and what we can get out of it. And that's why I'm also excited that you've got so many teenagers coming, and you know, and with the performance as well that we'll be doing. But I'll share about that in a minute. But yeah, I'm just so excited about. Go on.
I wish that, you know, these are all the things that I wish I'd have had a little bit earlier in my parenting journey. Oh, the times I have been suffering from the mum guilt is ridiculous. You know, not sure if I'm getting it right, doing the right thing, managing to keep my own mojo going. So to be able to and I love your approach of it, is actually, you know, it's not about fixing it. There's nothing broken, but we definitely can power it up. And you're right. You know what? The challenges for our offspring in this generation are somewhat more significant than for us.
I just want them to go away feeling like we can be confident about our parenting. and we can really be, you know, sort of enjoy it, and we can enjoy and build a really lovely, strong relationship with our kids, which you know takes us through all the way through to our, you know, our older years, and when we're helping them. And I just think that there is, you know, we can just add a few more things to our parenting toolkit to make it really enjoyable and you know and fun. So it's about having fun with your parenting as well. I know there's challenges we all face, but it's turning it on its head and making, you know, your mindset about it. That's
brilliant. I'm all for the joy. I'm all for the joy in parenting. Because we want you to come. We want you to come, don't we? Absolutely.
Oh, Becky's there. Becky's there, and Abigail.
Yeah, there you go. They're all there for the love. They're all there for the love. So then, Mrs. Queen Bee, tell everybody a little bit about, you know, what's bringing you to Woman Manifest, and what are you going to be shizzling on the main stage with?
Jodes, I can't tell you how excited I am. I was a part of Will Manifest the first time round, and it felt pivotal at the time.
Yeah.
It felt like a movement at the time, and it was almost like a full stop just before lockdown. And for me, it's like it feels like it's going to be a bookend to the other side, you know, like having it as a festival, taking it even further sort of out of context so that we can go and take ourselves out of context and go and learn these things in an environment that isn't, you know, like a corporate training room and what have you, learning in different kinds of ways. We learn better when we play. And to bring learning and play together as adults, for our teenagers, for everybody, to bring learning and play together in the same space is so powerful. So to be a part of that, and also knowing you as I do, I know how well vetted all of your speakers have been. I know how much work you've put into this lineup, you purposefully and necessarily, because here's the thing, when we work in the online space, everyone goes, oh, well, I'll speak for you, I'll speak for you, I'll speak for you. And you could say yes to everybody, and everyone's huffing and puffing and saying nothing. Like, what you've got is a whole roster of phenomenal human beings with something to say, something to teach, and ways to entertain as well. These are spicy women. These are people who've got something to say and new things in different ways to get people thinking. And for me, that's what Manifest is all about. It's not just about, you know, empowering us as women in this moment, but what about women in the future? And that for me is really exciting. So exciting to be a part of.
It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. I still have this amazing memory, and I came across a photograph of it the other day, actually, of you. You've actually just off the cuff ended up doing a quick set on the story stage last time. You were filling in a bit of a gap for us on the day. I've just got this image of you with that yellow Aldi bag.
With my yellow Aldi bag and my poo cushions.
Yeah, and your poo cushions, going around with your bag of shits. It was so, but actually, it's those things that make things stick with people. That when the going gets tough and it gets a bit naff, they're the bits that anchor people back to the, oh, do you know what? I remember that, and actually, I'm going to do that right now. So
and that was really interesting about the last Will Manifest. Now, if I look at the speakers that you curated for the last Will Manifest, still now members of my community say, I remember this speaker, I remember this speaker. It wasn't just any one person, it was like everybody brought something to the table for somebody. It's like when you go and see a concert and you know a song, these artists, they write a song, but people sing it back for all the different reasons. It's all individual reasons, and everybody remembers this event for all of their own reasons, and that's massive. That's like massive impact stuff. So I still speak to like my clients, I still speak to members of my community. They go, I remember Will Manifest. I remember when it's all right, don't worry, I've got it.
Good.
You've got two like pro speakers here. We'd have filled the time. It's fine, babes. We've got your back.
I know. Leave you to it. I might just go for a wee.
Yes, just nip off, carry on, Dani. But having that that variety on stage and that like edutainment and the power of those speakers, and you're right to be fussy about who goes on that stage, because you then can guarantee for your audience, for those people, you know, we want what do we want? 2,000 people over the course of the weekend.
Yeah.
Right? We want those 2,000 plus people to go away having had an incredible time, and they are going to, because you have curated such an astonishing lineup.
And that is, I have this one thing that I come back to every single time is this is how I make all the decisions for One Manifest. I want women to walk out, or, you know, people, whoever come to One Manifest, to walk out feeling a different woman or person than when they walked in. And I've got a set of 5 bits of criteria. So anything that goes on has to do at least one of these things, but I'd love it if it did all 5. So number 1 is that it educates people.
Yeah.
Number 2 is that it empowers people.
Yeah.
I'll do all the E's first. So educate, empower. The third one is entertain. It's got to entertain people. It's got to inspire people. And then my big fat favourite at the end is, does it liberate people?
Yes.
So that's my set of criteria. So if you like the sounds of all of those things, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. Oh, look, we're drawing an international crowd. Thanks to Abigail.
Global audience.
Yes. That's going to be amazing. Before you know it, we'll be running One Manifest all over the flipping place.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
So what's your talk then, Dani? Tell them what your talk is. So
my talk on the main stage is something that not very many people have heard. It's a new talk. It's a bit of a comedy showpiece. A comedy educational showpiece that I'm bringing to the table. Something a bit different from IATQB HQ this time. I'm going to be talking about being not the fat, funny one. So my talk is about identity and what happens if you have your identity tied up in your physical being and that physical being changes. So as many of both of our audiences know who know me, I've been through quite some visceral physical changes in the past 6 months. I've had gastric surgery, and I'll talk about the ins and outs of that in the talk itself. But it means that I've lost in a very short space of time about 6 stone, which means that prior to that, I was identifying myself as the fat, funny one. You know, I could turn up. I knew I could get a laugh. I knew I wasn't sort of super sexualized in the way that I was because I was fat. And I was trying to identify with myself as a fat person, as a thin person, as an in-between person. What if our identity isn't tied up in our appearance? What if we were to divorce the two, and what does that mean? So being not the fat, funny one, is all about the beautiful, beautiful project that I've been embarking upon myself over the past sort of 8-9 months or so. But as part of that, there's a little bit of song, there's a little bit of proppery involved.
Proppery. Kalini likes a bit of proppery, don't you?
Proppery coming in.
Love a bit of proppery, a little bit of nudity as well in my talk. So there's lots for the brave. And it's an emotional talk as well. All of those things that you were saying about being inspiring, empowering, educating, liberating. My aim for this talk is so that the audience that comes and sits with me at that main stage and we share that time together goes away feeling liberated from everything that they might have been holding themselves back from.
Amazing.
You know, what I love about that, Dani, is because there are so many young people now who do get caught up in their own identity crisis.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think because we've also got so many young people coming, I think that is really important to actually raise that, because you do get caught up. Everything is so much about your image and what you look like, and whether you compare and comparisonitis. I think that's going to be really empowering for young people, especially as well.
If not, you can just come and laugh at my boobs.
Oh, you show your boobs.
In some way, shape or form.
Yes.
In some way, shape or form. I'm not giving everything away.
We'll keep that one there for now. So just to people to see what they might find.
There's propperies and all sorts of stuff that I'm going to be sharing, Kalini. There's going to be all sorts of stuff that I'm going to be sharing. You're going to have to be there in that room to come and get the full experience of it, though.
Do you know what? It's funny though. Every time we say that room, I'm kind of like, just so everyone knows, it's not a room. It's a tent. Don't want to set anyone's expectations that it's going to be all like plush and cozy like the Hilton was. It's like might be a bit blowy. We don't know what the September weather's going to be like. So we'll see how it goes. It's got sides if we need them, so it's fine. It's got sides. So obviously on the main stage throughout the weekend, we've got loads of amazing speakers with talks that do all 5 of those things. You're going to be meeting more and more and more of them as Festival Friday goes by on the run up to the festival. just to the point that you're just like, I can't not be here. I really
Right.
can't not be here. But there's loads of other stuff going on as well. I've spoken to you already about some of the experiences you'll be able to do in walking on hot coals, walking on broken glass, doing some Wim Hof breath work and an ice dip. So we've got like the whole Earth, Wind and Fire thing going on.
Bringing me cosy and I'm bringing me
Bringing you
towel. I'm
cosy.
going to get amongst all of it. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
There is no other event that is like this in its entirety.
There's not.
There's no other event that's like this in its entirety.
And I think the atmosphere of being with all the other women as well is going to be amazing. We've got a tent of 8, and it's going to be
look, and that's what Ruth's just written. The atmosphere will be very, very warm.
That's
it's going to be amazing. Everybody supporting each other. It's going to be great.
Now, Nina, just so you know, it's a bit more than a bucket. It's a 3-meter pool. Right, it's a 3-meter round pool. So
proper plunge pool.
Do you know what? It's on my project plan to get a little poncho vending machine just in case. So I've got it all covered. Well, actually,
if not, I'll be in my black bin bag.
Yeah, and actually, it's probably be Bev whose job it will be to sort the ponchos out at some point. So there you go. Oh, she's in. So yeah, loads going on. Never mind those experiences. The wellbeing tent's got all kinds of yoga, meditation, sorting your chakras out.
Oh, I love my chakras being sorted. I love it.
And I'm a chakra virgin, so I can't talk about it too eloquently yet. So please forgive me on that front, but I'm all ready to have my mind opened to some more of this, what I previously would have termed quite woo stuff.
I'm with you, Jodie. I'm a bit of a chakra sort of novice.
Chakra virgin. Well, we'll see how we get on with that, eh? But there's going to be so many good things going on in there. But at the same time, we are going to have some performances. And these two beauties are going to be involved in some of them. So give us a quick flavour of what the performances are. Dani, what are you going to be doing?
I am going to be bringing a little, for those that don't know, as well as all the speaking that I do and the daft turning up on the internet, I'm a singer as well. And it's been a long while since I've done a proper set in a festival tent. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be bringing some soul and Motown and some boogie in and some jazz.
Dancing.
To the table. If you're wanting to have a little boogie, then you're going to want to come and spend some time where I'm at.
Yeah, amazing.
What time are you on, Dani?
I'm not too sure. Yeah, but I'm gonna pepper myself through the whole of the weekend. There's no getting rid of me.
I've peppered you. Don't worry. So Kalini, I learned so much about Kalini last week when I met her for lunch. We went and did a bit of ladies' lunch, didn't we? And had a glass of Prosecco and stuff. And the stuff this woman can do is unbelievable. I don't know how she managed to fit it all in. So tell them a little bit about the work you do that will bring stuff to the performance aspect.
Well, some of you may not know, a lot of you do actually. I've got a theatre background. I think Dani is from a performance background as well. But I do a lot of theatre directing, and I've got my own not-for-profit youth group. And then I've also had my own drama academy since 2007. So I've worked with hundreds, thousands of kids all the way through from 2007. So I've got my youth group Signets, and we are going to be doing a performance of The Ash Girl. And for some of you who don't know, The Ash Girl is a dark retelling of the Cinderella story. And why I think it's quite pertinent and quite useful. There's a bit of a funny noise. Is that me or
is it me? It's because I'm out doing a roving reporter thing today, aren't I? So
challenge Annika.
Yeah. So I'm going to be bringing a lot of my youth theatre. Well, there's going to be about 10 of them. In fact, when you were talking about, some of them are boys. So when they were warned that there were going to be some fannies around.
As long as their mums don't mind, we might need to encourage them a bit, maybe.
But yeah, so we're going to be having a whole group of young people and their parents. And the great thing is, the reason why it's quite, we talked about what topic to do, because I'm doing Blood Brothers at the minute with them, and there's some deep themes in that. But what we ended up deciding on, didn't we, Jodie, was The Ash Girl, because it brings in a lot of themes that young people face. The anorexia, because if any of you look it up, The Ash Girl, it's by Timberlake Wurtenberger, and the theme about it is she hides herself in the ashes because she's ashamed of herself, and because she's got so low self-esteem, and it's a horrible retelling of it, in the sense that, you know, what happens to her and what the sisters do to themselves because they are feeling not body confident, and the mother wants so much for them. She actually does cut the heel off and cut the foot off, etc. We're not going to be showing that bit. But the bit we are going to be focusing on is the 7 deadly sins. There's an amazing section within the show where there's the 7 deadly sins. So there's things like sloth worm, greed monkey, pride fly, and it's represented. So we're going to be doing a lot of physical drama, and we're going to be getting the kids. So they'll be talking like sloth worm would do, or greed monkey would be very, very high pitched. So they'll be talking in different voices. They'll be putting on the physicality as well, just to show what different these deadly sins and how they can actually, it is coming to terms with what they are. And so the other thing as well that's great about this play is that the actual prince is actually an Indian chap who's come over from India, and he is actually rejected by his community. And so we're bringing in lots of themes about bullying and about how people can be different, and yet it's okay to be different. Yeah. And that's why I love it, because I think it's just bringing to the fore quite a lot of issues that a lot of young people face, and adults as well. And it's allowing them to we're actually allowing them to actually sort of see it. But there's a positive end to the story. But I'm going to be showing the bit, and I'm going to be doing a monologue as well, which the Ash Girl does, which is amazing. And
and actually, this really opened my eyes. Most of us don't really realise the hidden story of Cinderella. We follow it as this little fairy tale when we're children, and that'll be great, I think, to open some people's eyes too.
Yeah.
But you have got one other thing up your sleeve, haven't you?
We've talked about
the magician.
Yeah.
So the thing I'm helping Jodie with is the vagina monologues, which will be on the Saturday night. Going to help you direct that. And the vagina
director and producer. You are the director and producer.
And Jodie herself is going to be performing in it.
Well, we probably need a few other people to participate. So auditions will be opening soon. Yeah. If you would like to take part in the vagina monologues.
So for anybody who doesn't know about the vagina monologues, I think that's going to be performing on the Saturday night.
Yeah,
and basically it's a centerpiece of some of you may have heard of V-Day. It's a sort of a global activist movement, and it's to help end violence in women and girls. And so the author of it, she first of all sort of like wrote about 3 monologues, and then as time has gone by and she's come across another issue she wants to actually bring to the fore, she's actually written another monologue. And so there's about there's more than 10 now, whereas it started off as 3. So for example, it was the Bosnian camps where there were a lot of girls being raped, and she actually met with them and she talked with them, and then she basically wrote a monologue about it. So it's really a powerful piece. So what we're looking for, I will be actually putting like a cast description on it, and we will be sharing that. So we're wanting not just seasoned performers, but we want real everyday people.
I'm not a seasoned. I am no performer. Well, I can perform like being a drama queen and maybe a bit daft, but not a well-trained one. But, Dani, this is something that fit perfectly as well with the Fly Anyway Foundation, isn't it?
100%. 100%. Absolutely.
I'm actually tingling now talking about it. And that's why I feel I think when Manifest is going to be so amazing, because you're actually bringing so many different aspects to the table through the speakers, through what Dani's doing, what I'm doing, and what other people are doing. Just bringing so many opportunities for people to broaden their horizons, isn't it?
It's a festival in its truest sense, Jodes, isn't it? You're bringing, the entertainment, but real theatre. And I think that we can do a lot of learning and a lot of catharsis through art. And I think that having that, as well as those visceral experiences and those physical experiences, so with the glass walking and with the hot coals and with the ice bath, with the theatre experiences, with the speakers, with the education, with the bloody vulva wall, all of that sort of stuff.
That bit's called Festivulva.
Festival.
We got that.
And I can't take the credit for it. My event planner, Rachel, is so good at coming up with names for these things. So she deserves the credit for that one. Festivulva. But that's the wall of vulvas. We'll be displaying as many as we can get. I'd like 100. I think I've got about 6.
Right. Let's go on it. I'm going to shout out to the IATQB community. Get your fannies out, girls. Come on.
Yeah, so you can do it. You can do it with a DIY kit. You don't have to go to the artist studio like I did. I wanted to go because I wanted a full experience.
Yeah.
You can get a kit that does 2 casts, so you can either have 2 goes of your own or you can share it with a mate. That doesn't mean you have to do it at the same time.
You have to do it for your buddy.
Right. But the kit costs 67 quid, I think, and you could split that between the 2 of you. You don't have to put your name on it. We will just display it with your number on, so you know what number's on yours, and then you get to keep it afterwards. Mine's going up on the wall in my office.
I love it.
I'm having mine sprayed rose gold.
Beautiful. Of course you are.
Of course I am. My life is rose gold. My life is rose gold. So, you know, even if based on what we've talked about today, and I haven't even told you what I might do at my own show. I haven't even thought about that yet, but there you go. But everything, you know, we've talked about this today. That's enough to make you want to come. Never mind all the other people who are involved in this.
And you're only just scratching the surface. This lineup is packed.
Totally
It's amazing.
It will be absolutely epic. And that goes before we even talk about glamping, camping. I've had my own Prosecco made. It's called Womanifizz. The label will be Womanifizz.
Fabulous.
Oh, I just go for all the shiny bits. People are like, yeah, but are you managing the budget properly, Jodie? Well, no, but I've got my own Prosecco.
Yeah, that's right. You've got to get the important bits ticked off, my friend.
Yeah, somebody else can sort that other bit. So yes, right now, at the moment, for the month of May, is like one of the best offers you're going to get out of tickets, and that is 3 for 2. So 3 tickets for the price of 2 on all full weekend tickets, right? So not on the single day ones, but if you're doing the standard weekender, and it includes the VIP weekender. So a few people have been bagging these over the last week. You actually can save £199 if you go 3 for 2 on the VIP tickets. Now, I say that the offer's on for May, but I've only set it to 100 tickets. So once they're gone, they're gone. All right. So I know people be like, oh yeah, I need to wait for payday. Yeah. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, hold tight for a little bit of that. So yeah, I just want to say a very big thank you to you, Kalini, to you, Dani, for coming and spending some time with me today. I'm sure you'll see them again before the event. But yeah, we'll be back next Friday with that week's instalment with some new news, I'm sure. And hopefully another couple of the speaking team or the experienced team to tell you a little bit about what you might be able to get from them too.
I can't wait, Jones. I can't wait.
Look out for some info about vagina monologues and auditions and stuff like that, guys.
Danny's in.
I'm all over it, mate. Like, it's a quick yes from me for all these things. A quick yes.
Definitely hilarious.
I've got yes to Rex. Whatever, yeah.
Me. Oh. So listen, everybody, I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Get your hands on those tickets if you haven't done already. You know, my brain's in the space of, we're going to get part way through August and there's not going to be any left.
No.
So please don't be hanging out thinking, oh, Matt, and there won't be any paying on the door, right? So if your brain's doing that already, forget it. It's not happening.
You can't pay on the door at Glastonbury.
No.
So you can't pay on the door here.
No, all of those 2,000 tickets will be gone. That's our eyes on the prize, guys. Eyes on the prize. So yes, have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Mwah!
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Thanks, Dani. Bye.